lunch here on Kids Place Live. It's me, Jack, coming to you from the KPL Cafetorium. And it's time once again for a segment we call Mystery Meat. That's right, it's Mystery Meat. This is the moment where we serve you up an unexpected serving of protein. But the only question is, what's that serving of protein gonna be? Well, I'll give you a hint. It's a human being. Okay, let me change the pronoun. He is a human being. I mean, that's 3.5 billion people. Everyone take your guesses. Choose right now. I'm sorry, that was wrong. It's none other than Couch Potato Stew's Paul. Hey, Couch Potato Paul.
It's people. Mystery Meat is people.
It's true. We're serving up people with every slice. And may I say, Paul, you make a very tasty guest here in the cafetorium. Thanks for being here.
Oh, well, it is delicious to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for having me. And hey, guys, thanks for hanging out with me at home as we're all doing our part, right? Sticking together at home. And man, we've heard from so many kids in just the last couple weeks alone. It's amazing how people's schedules have changed. Where, like, have you noticed, like, when people call into the show or whatever, they're obviously they're not in the car and mom's not handing the phone and turning down the radio. They're kind of listening all day to Kids Place Live.
Yeah. Oh,
it's sort of like a soundtrack to what's going on, like, right now in the world. It's wild.
We're in a lot more kitchens, laptops, and apps than we were just a couple of weeks ago. Although I think there are some families who, in transition from homeschool to just playing at home, they'll all get in the car and drive around the block one time and then just come back in the house just to remember what it was like to have to drive somewhere during the middle of the day. That's what we're doing in our family. Just break it up. You don't even have to move the car. Just get in it and, all right, let's get back out. Good time, everyone.
You make everybody, like, buckle up their seatbelts and all that stuff. You adjust the mirrors, you get ready, and then it's over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like traveling without moving. It's Frank Herbert's dream. Well, Paul, I'm so happy that you're here in the cafetorium because we've got a game that we call Reality Bites. That's right. Also a movie title now that I think of it. I didn't even think of that until you walked in here, but I guess everything's a movie eventually, right, Paul?
Everything that's why I host this show. It's the easiest show on Kids Place Live to host because everything becomes a movie sometime. If there's a topic that I want to talk about, we find movies or TV shows or cartoons and we talk about it. It's crazy, man. But yes, Reality Bites, it can. I guess that could mean a couple of things. So what kind of game do you have in mind, my friend?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Well, these Reality Bites concern actual food records that were set as certified by the Guinness Book of World Records. That's right. Every one of these foods has a record associated with it, which is completely factually based. Paul, I picked out a popcorn Reality Bite for you. Are you ready for this?
No, but let's do it.
Well, of course, popcorn is perfect for someone who loves movies. I'm a movie lover too, and a movie just does not look right unless I got a greasy hand just full of that popcorn.
Now, do you pour? Hang on. This is important, right? Because some people are traditional with their popcorn.
Oh, I know.
Some people just put in the butter toppings. Some people don't put anything in there. Some people go the extra mile and they put the candy of their choice in the popcorn. Are you one of those people? Because, I mean, that's a whole different level of our friendship. We're already tight, Jack. But you got to tell me, if there's a delicious treat that you kind of dip in the popcorn, so when you least expect it, you're pulling out popcorn plus, a jujube or M&Ms or Whoppers or whatever.
Or a Reese's Pieces.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
See, now,
What?
hang on a minute. I gotta know.
Pieces?
Is anyone from the AMC Movie Corporation listening to this program right now? I sure hope not, because Paul, let's just say that here at the Monkey House, we have a proprietary blend of candy that we bring in Ziplocked, jammed into coat pockets, so that we can add the perfect blend of candy to our popcorn. And I don't know. Do you have a perfect blend? Because I'll tell you mine.
You're taking this to a whole different level. I am spending way too much money at the movie theaters to get my balance. I'm an M&M's guy when it comes to the popcorn.
Reese's Pieces, non-negotiable. That is a core part of our proprietary blend. And in fact, it could just be the Reese's Pieces, but then I feel like you got to balance that with a slightly different fruitish flavor. So
interesting.
We actually go for Skittles and Swedish Fish. Swedish Fish add a really nice gummy quality.
Yeah.
Gummy bears will go in a pinch as well. Swedish fish are nice because you get one of those fish in your mouth. That's going to keep you busy for a while. And all the little Swedish fish, scales get stuck up in your teeth. And that'll inform the future bites of popcorn without even having more candy in your mouth. You just get, essence of Swedish fish.
That's right.
I really like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to try this. Hang on. All right, so I got one part Reese's.
Go for the different mouthfeels and go for the different flavor profiles. Here's something I want to try. I want to try Nerds. Now, I don't know, but I kind of feel like a nerd might work its way inside of those little crescents in the popcorn kernels.
Yeah.
And maybe when you pop the popcorn in your mouth, you won't even know there's a nerd there, and then you take a bite, and you're like, wait just a minute here. I just got nerded. That's an R&D right now. Still working that one out. We're woodshedding that one.
Yeah, I would, I'd be nervous with, Nerds, and then, you take that big sip of diet whatever that you bought, right? Because you're buying a bucket of beverage, right? And then
it's served in a gas
can,
right?
I mean, don't do Mentos, right? You've seen Mentos on the science experiments of a Diet Coke and Mentos, right?
Imagine that.
You don't need that going on in your stomach. So safety first.
Talk about a spit take. Yeah, that would be terrible. You'd spray the whole row in front of you with Mentos and Diet Coke.
Hilarious, but terrible.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Paul, clearly you're a popcorn guy. You've put a lot of thinking into this, and I appreciate your openness to trying popcorn in a new way. But have you ever tried popcorn in a team-style fashion?
I have not.
Okay. I want to tell you about a pair of popcorn lovers named Ashrita Furman and Bipin Larkin. Now, these guys in particular are very interesting, but because between the two of them, they hold over 200 Guinness Book records. These guys live and breathe Guinness records. They are constantly trying to set new ones, and they set a record for popcorn throwing by a team. Okay, here's the record, Paul. The most number of pieces of popcorn thrown by one member of the team and caught in the mouth of the other member of the team. We are looking for the number of kernels that they were able to get from one hand to the other mouth in a single minute. Paul, do you have any guess about this?
Well, I'm assuming that Ashrita is really carrying the weight here, and that Bipin is along for the ride just with a mouth open. So I'm going to go with, knowing that to be true.
One thing we don't know is the distance between these two guys. I was not able to determine that information, but I think it's enough that this is definitely a throw.
Right. I mean, we're talking about like you go to the Japanese steakhouse and you got to catch the shrimp. Right, and it has a little arc. We're talking hibachi distance, right?
We're talking hibachi levels. Right, exactly. Okay. That's exactly what we're talking about.
All right. Okay.
Nail of the head.
Okay. So, flipping
in
popcorn
1 minute.
In 1 minute.
1 minute.
I'm gonna say a little more than 1 per second. Let's go with 75. That's my guess.
75 popcorn kernels.
That's my guess.
In 1 minute. You're right. 60 seconds in a minute. So that is more than 1 a second. That is 1 and 1 1/4.
Yeah, just sort of like pow,
pow, pow, pow, pow, pow.
Like a machine.
Pow.
Yeah.
The accuracy of that. I mean, it would take a Terminator to throw popcorn like that.
Yeah. It's like my son Alden with a Papa Shot, the basketball thing. All he does is go to an arcade and do that, and he just has a wheelbarrow full of tickets at the end.
Okay, so he's mastered the art. He can just repeat the musculature of that.
Yeah.
Well,
nuts.
It sounds like you guys might want to go out for this record then, Paul, because 75 would actually double the record. They were only able to throw 37 in a minute.
Ashrita?
Yeah, come on. That's almost 2 seconds per piece. Paul, I think you could get in the Guinness Book. What, are you open to try?
Hang on, I gotta blow up Ashrita on Insta. Hang on. I mean...
Hey, Ashrita, I hear you can only throw 37 kernels in a minute. What's going on?
You know what I hate about the internet? Those popcorn trolls.